beaches in the country will be closed this New Year's Eve, but those in the Northern Cape are living it up with their beaches still open. The province's numbers of COVID infections represent just over 2% of national infections, and they have the lowest numbers of deaths. eNCA reporter Nobesuthu Hejana is there, and she joins us now live. Nobesuthu, certainly the picture there at the moment looks a lot better than across the rest of South Africa, but we don't want people flocking to beaches in the Northern Cape for fear that they'll see a spike there as well. But what's the word on the street? Are they expecting people in large numbers?
Well, only the tourism in the province is actually calling for those people to flock this side, and it's saying that this is an opportunity for them to actually showcase some of the activities that tourists can enjoy when they visit the Northern Cape. But where we are in Port Nolloth, it's a very quiet at the moment, but earlier there were a number of people from as early as 10 a.m. this morning. We saw families coming in, and we even spoke to some people who were bringing their kids, some were as far as the Eastern Cape, Bloemfontein, as well as Uppington. And then I spoke to one gentleman earlier on who was saying that he's been here for 2 weeks. All they've been doing is to go to the beach and swim with the children. He is making his way back home this afternoon. He says he wants to spend New Year's with his family, and they'll be attending church. The municipality manager did say that the reason why these numbers are very low in this province and in this municipality, it's because people are adhering to the protocols, and what they've been doing is to work with the health department to ensure that people are testing, people do adhere to the protocols, and there are police as well as some law enforcement officers who've been monitoring the beaches and checking if people are wearing their mask.
Well, let's listen to what that municipal manager had to say.
We cannot do it on our own. So by saying to that is that we must make sure that there's partnership. So whoever is coming to our town, visitors, locals, they must all play their part, and they must adhere to the protocols in terms of COVID-19. So that's why we kindly request people to please do the ABCD of COVID-19. That is to sanitize, to wear your mask, to keep the social or the physical distance for that matter. And yes, of course, we would love to see that people are also testing during the time when they visit our town. It is a tourism town. It is a holiday town, so people are actually flocking to this town. We're worried, but we actually make the call to people to make sure that they also adhere to the protocols that are put in place.
Nobesuthu, you also spoke to some of the tourists there.
Certainly, and they're saying that they will continue to visit this area because one was even saying that it's a hidden treasure. Not many South Africans were aware that the Northern Cape actually does have beaches. So they will enjoy their stay here, bringing their families every day up until they leave the plan to leave the province end of January. So we've seen a number of tourists and a lot of people who are not residing in this area. We even spoke to one gentleman who drove from Springbok and who was saying that he's been hearing rumors that people from the Western Cape are checking in if they can find accommodation, because we know that in the Western Cape, Golden Route, Eastern Cape and some parts of KZN, the beaches in those areas have been closed because of the spike in infections. But he says people want to be here, so we're waiting if tomorrow we'll find maybe someone from the Western Cape or the Eastern Cape or Durban.
Right. Thank you very much for that, Nobesuthu Hejana, coming to us from Port Nolloth, where residents and visitors to the Northern Cape can still enjoy the beaches. Still